Okay, so today we're going to find what is the equilibrium concentration of SO4 -2 in a saturated solution of Na2SO4 if the KSP equals 2.3 times 10 exponent -12. Okay, so we're going to start with the things that we have, the compounds we have. So Na2SO4, and that'll be our reactant. And then we're going to form products based off of that, because that's all we're given. So and then we know SO4 is one of the products, and then plus Na. And now we have to balance, so a 2 needs to go to the Na, and then the SO4 is fine. So now what we need to do is we need to take the number we're given in the equation, 2.3 times 10e -12, equal, and we're going to set that equal to 4x cubed. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to divide each side by 4. Divided by 4. And divide this by 4. Oh, no. Divide by 4. Oh, it's not working. There we go. Okay, and then we end up getting 2.3 10 to the -12 divided by 4. That'll be 5.75 times 10e -13. And then we're left with this x cubed. Okay, so what we have to do for this is we have to do the cube root for 5.75 times 10 to the -13th. So we're going to do the cube root. And then that would, and we're going to cube root both sides. So, and then that would equal, we're going to need our final answer of x equals cube root 5.75 times 10 to the -13th. Oh, 12 to 13th. Now will equal 8.3 times 10 to the -5, 10 to the -5th, and that will be our final answer, 10 exponent -5th. So that is x equals 8.3 times 10 to the -5th. That's our final answer. Given the following acid and base, HNO3 and LiOH, A, write the equation for the neutralization, and B, how many milliliters of 0.25 moles of HNO3 are needed to neutralize 500 milliliters of 0.78 moles of LiOH. So we're going to first write the equation for neutralization. So we're going to do the first number of moles we see, the first amount of moles times the first mass we see, or the first volume we see, times the second number of moles we see, times the second number, times by the second mass that we see, or the volume that we see. So now all we do is plug in our numbers. So we're going to do 0.25, and then times, what's our first volume? We're going to find that. That's x, because we don't know. It says how. That's what we're trying to find in this equation, equals. What's our first number? So our second number, 0.78, and then times the second volume. So that would be 500. So all we do is solve. So we get 0.25x equals 0.78 times 500. 0.78 times 500 equals 390. And then we just divide both sides by 0.25 to get x by itself. 1.25. And then that is going to equal X. Our final answer will be 1,560 milliliters. And that is our final answer for this equation.